is a Cosmic Octave original podcast.
Me and Jake running down the street with a handful of comic books, kicking ass and banging chicks and drinking beers
No, not
and
me.
smoking
Not
weed.
me. I'm married.
Yeah, well,
I'm married.
Jake.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
That's right.
Me
Off panel,
and
off
Jake
topic.
Walking down the street with a handful of comic books. Kicking ass. Yeah.
Episode 29, everybody.
Oh, my God. That's like 30. It's one away
almost.
from 30. You know what that means?
You know, this is the age I will turn this year, 29. In 2022.
Wait, what? You're going to be...
In 2023, I will be 30.
I was going to say, I knew you weren't 29 already. I could just tell.
You just got a vibe about you.
Man,
I look at you and I said, he's not 29, he's
just,
28.
He's just a kid, man. I can tell you don't got that 29-year-old 1,000-yard stare yet.
Have you? I don't know, man. Have you heard me?
Have you seen me when I'm pissed?
I think I've gotten softer with age.
I'm pissed. Me? Yeah.
But I don't. Soft isn't the right word because I feel like I'm just more in touch with. The reason I bring this up is I'm a new homeowner, and with the weather and things, we've had a little run-in with.
How'd your mom take it when you told her?
What? That I'm a homeowner?
Yeah. oh, never mind. You know, the first question should be, how did your wife take it? What? Well, we bought it together. That's weird. No. We're together? All right.
You were married and you bought a house together? That's weird.
Okay, so you...
So we've had a little run-in with mice. And I had a real moral dilemma because we had a glue trap. Because the first two mice that we had to deal with, we took care of with a regular trap. And the third one was a glue trap. And and these things are field mice because we live in a place that is new, and they're putting on more houses. So I feel like that is causing the mice to come into our home, which sucks. And I don't know. But I had a moral dilemma because I was like, do I just leave it to die? Do I put it outside where it would freeze to death? I don't know what to do with this thing. And I was thinking about, like, looking it up. The chances are it would come back because why wouldn't it? So, yeah. But then I had this whole moral thing, and I was like, am I just being soft? And then my wife was like, no, you're having empathy for a living creature.
Yeah.
That's really all it is.
That's a good thing.
No, and it's just funny because when I was younger, I don't think I had the same empathy I did because whenever I would catch a mouse or we'd have any mice problems when I was younger, I had no problem, like, throwing the mice out in the yard or whatever.
Yeah.
So now
in
it's
the
different.
thresher.
In the thresh. We had a cat that would catch a few. That was interesting. Because cats always, like... Have you ever seen a cat literally play cat and mouse?
It's fucking horrifying,
fucked up,
dude.
It is fucked up.
Cats are fucking little fucking psychos.
And they
man.
know they have them because they'll like literally put their claw on the very tip of the tail of the mouse, and the mouse thinks it can get away, and the cat just sits there and just like, this is fun for me. It's like so fucking morbid.
Dude, have you ever had a cat bring you like corpses of things?
So that weird tangent aside, I'm going to present you another one. What have you been doing outside of like comic books and shit? For instance, my wife and I, we went and had our first date night in shit. I don't even know. It's been a long time. So
I didn't hear about this.
Well, yeah, we went to
I didn't approve it.
Hockey game. No, we thought my wife posted on Instagram. She said we got to get these date nights in before we become parents. So yeah, we're trying to come up with an idea of like spending more time together, doing dates and things like that, and even just not having Coop around, just to get that because we got a baby on the way, so we're not gonna have those kind of luxuries. But that was a lot of fun. We hadn't had a date in a while, and we went to a local hockey team, which I love it. When you go to local hockey teams like this, like these farm teams, because the fans are like
nuts,
more passionate than they would be for like a pro team. which
and
is
there's
great.
more fighting too.
Oh yeah, we saw a fight last night. It was amazing. It was awesome.
Dude, minor league hockey fights are the fucking best.
They're fucking dirty and
Dude,
well,
yeah,
and you know what
they're all trying to make it to the majors.
Well, and you know what I love because of this league that they're in, and I love this league because it's a junior league.
Mhm.
So a lot of it's kids from Canada and Russia that are staying with families as they're trying to make an NHL career. And a lot of these players that play in the USHL end up in the NHL. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
So they're all fighting for a spot in the league. So they're extra passionate about how their game goes.
Yeah, Bucks games are great.
And we saw the Des Moines Buccaneers. They were a lot of fun. And it's funny because it's the same league that the Omaha Lancers are in. That's a rivalry game. And we watched the Omaha Lancers last night. But the Lincoln Stars, the team that I used to root for when I lived there in Lincoln, they are part of the same league. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, so that's what I did. What did you do?
I submitted some legal stuff for the new for the covers for
your new album,
yeah.
Oblivion.
And I just gotta put up the design on the TeePublic so we can make T-shirts.
Cool.
And that'll be coming out hopefully by the end of January. Let's see what else. Still single.
So, ladies, at Made in Thailand,
Well,
MAIDEN
here's the
_
thing
Thai
is,
TY
I
land.
already know all the females that listen to this, and I already know that they're either,
All 6 of our listeners.
yeah, they're either already in committed relationships or wouldn't have anything to do with me anyway. So,
wow, man, always got to bring the mood down, man.
bringing the mood down.
You are, bro.
Sorry, bro.
Bringing the vibes.
No, what's going on? I'm working on myself, and that's good.
That's good.
And I know that.
I'm actually happy that you're releasing music again.
Well, no, the being working on yourself is good, but there are times when you work on yourself and you start feeling good about yourself, and then you start thinking like, well, what's wrong with me? How come I ain't met nobody yet? And then it's like, well, you're
I'll tell you
not
why.
really trying.
I'll
So
tell you why, Tyler.
What?
Because you'll never be me.
Wow, that's fucking shitty. But
Thanks for the advice, asshole.
no, I know that I may get lonely sometimes, but you know what? I don't really do the dating app thing, and whatever. Just work on myself, and things will happen.
That's a future podcast episode. Is I'm gonna find 3 women,
Every time
and we're gonna do the dating game.
oh my god, that's fucking great. Every time I've had
the off-panel,
I've
off-topic.
been single, I always try and do my best to work on myself because that's what you should do, I think.
Yeah.
And make your
Enjoy. I would say enjoy. Like,
were
enjoy
there, did you have some flaws that you had that maybe that you kind of didn't really ever feel like working on that? Oh, maybe I will. And hey, I really want to work on my music, and I want to work on my talents, and I want to work on my hobbies and stuff. And like that feels good to be productive too.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'll just have to take it as it comes.
That's what you got to do in life, man. Take it as it
I'm
comes.
I'm like Maybelline. I'm worth it.
Oh yeah.
I'll wait for the right one.
I don't even know what this voice is. This is another voice that I randomly came up with.
Which
day.
one?
The weird
Hey,
Helen Hunt.
that one you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A little bit of Helen
I think
Hunt
we've
in
been
there.
doing that a lot lately.
A little bit of Gary Busey.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was in a movie called Ginger Dead Man.
Well, first of all,
It's on Tubi right now.
You gotta have a random scream at some point in that sentence. No, it's like I was in this movie, Gingerbread Man, like that. You know what I mean? Woo! Halloween. spooky movie.
You ever had an apple? Oh, so fucking.
He's on Cameo, and honestly, the best birthday present I could ever get is someone getting me a fucking Gary Busey cameo. I would
When's your
love
birthday?
that. October 27th.
All right.
I put it out in the universe. Somebody get a cameo for
I
Gary.
showed you what I want for my birthday: the Jim Jones Drink This Cup mug.
I don't know
coffee
his
mug.
rates. You guys can figure that out. Maybe pool some cash together if he's too expensive. But I want a Gary Busey happy birthday
Hey,
greeting.
Jake, you son of a bitch.
Hey, you fucker. Hope you have a happy birthday.
Piece of shit.
Gary Busey. Happy birthday. Have you heard my?
You sound like the dude who took the guy to the soccer game in I Love You, Man. Here we go, Galaxy. Here we go. Everything you got. Everything.
You hear my bobcat? Hey man, I don't know. Ah! I'm freaking out, man. It's gotten better.
It's all right.
The thing with bobcat is it slips.
It's
into,
okay.
It could slip into Pee Wee. You know. That's the best I can do. I can't do the. I almost can do the crusty. I'm doing all my impressions today. That's the first topic.
All right.
No. I can kind of do the Krusty the Clown laugh, but I can't like do the whole thing.
Oh.
Because I can get like a, but I can never finish the laugh for whatever reason. My lung capacity can't take it.
See, I can do the Woody Woodpecker laugh, but it's really loud. It's really loud. Yeah. But like really, yeah.
Did you ever? Well, there's a character in the cartoon Dexter's Laboratory. He would have a laugh and he'd like ha 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 like that.
What the fuck are we doing?
We're doing cartoon voice impressions.
Yoinks and away.
Wow, too many rooms.
Gee, Scoob, the last time I hit a joint like this, it was back in Woodstock. Raggy.
I don't know if we should have had those shrooms, man.
This is the worst beginning to a podcast.
What the fuck are we doing? Let's talk about some topics.
If we,
I don't know how we got into my fucking.
and they're terrible impressions. They're not like.
Oh, have you heard my Mark Wahlberg, sir? I, by the way, I stand.
Let me hear the Mark
legitimately, I stand by my Bobcat.
Yep.
I will stand by my.
No, I'm talking about but yours were okay.
My Mark
Mine are pretty
Wahlberg.
bad, though.
My
Mark Wahlberg. Mark
Hey
Wahl.
guys, it's me, Mark Wahlberg. Everybody, you know what's funny is it is intentionally bad, but everybody, every one of my friends loves me doing it. Hey, bro, it's me, Mark Wahlberg. I got protein bars at Hy-Vee. And have you had my brother's burgers, Wahlburgers?
My brother was in New Kids in the Block.
I was in that movie, The Happening. Nothing was happening. Fucking hate that movie. The trees, they killed us. God, that's a commentary episode for sure. Is that happening?
Yeah. That and Assassin 33 AD. That movie needs to be reviewed by us. It could be a throwback to the
I'll give you one
tinfoil radio days.
I'll give you one final impersonation as we go to the topics.
Me?
The listener.
Oh, yeah.
And you. Come on, Colhagen. You got what you wanted. Now give those people air.
Come on. Come on. We were actually trying to get Coop up on the couch earlier. And we were saying, come on, come on. And finally I was like, come on. Do it. Come on.
And then I said,
kill me. Do it. Come on.
We were looking at him and we were like,
shut your face up and do it.
Like, come on. And he just kept staring at us.
What's about to Dylan?
And then
he pushed too many pencils.
And then he took my spot and I called him
Bad Mother Crusher.
Yeah.
What?
Let's get into it. It's always the drum beat at the end of it that gets you.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's talk about Marvel. And
dicks.
and they are really trying hard to push their movies into Oscar nominations. So,
yeah,
this is a story that intrigues me because it first came out, I don't know, maybe a week or so ago. That Spider-Man Sony was gonna campaign hard for Spider-Man to be nominated, and they even were pushing for Best Picture, which I thought was interesting. I don't think it would win because the academies are snobs, and like, you know, people can obviously point to.
Yeah, but is it Best Picture?
Is Spider-Man No Way Home the best picture of last year? I don't know. It's hard to say because we were having this conversation.
Because I feel biased. Like, I feel as a comic book fan that, I mean, I know Dune should be up for Best Picture, but I know it won't win.
Yeah.
Because it's sci-fi. And
I mean, this also goes back to a few years ago when Black Panther was nominated for Best Picture, and I knew it wouldn't win. And
yeah.
I was like, really? Is it? because I just feel like it was an addition to get guys like us to be interested in the award show.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's a bad movie at all. I think Black Panther's a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not saying it's not worthy of a nomination, but the Academy has shown time and time again they don't really like. Yes, they'll give like visual effects Oscars to these movies, but I don't think I've ever seen a best screenplay or a best adapted screenplay or best director, none of these movies have ever won those like more.
The nice thing about MCU movies,
air quotes, prestigious awards.
The nice thing about the MCU movies is you almost couldn't say like adapted screenplay because they take so many elements
in so many
from
different
so many different
storylines.
stories, and combine them. Like even Infinity War, you couldn't call that an adapted storyline because
it's not the Infinity War in the comics.
Yeah,
that's
at all.
Technically, Infinity War is Infinity Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
That storyline.
Yeah, and then it's Infinity War, and then Infinity Crusade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Starling really liked Infinity in his titles, huh? Because didn't he do all of those?
Yeah.
Anyway,
unfortunately,
but that's the thing. I just don't. And I remember The Dark Knight got nominated when it came out, but I knew that wasn't going to win. And yes, Heath Ledger did win Best Supporting Actor, but
I think the posthumously part really helped him. I know that's really shitty to say, but you know what I mean.
I think that did have an impact on it for sure.
It was a great fucking performance.
But no, yeah, it was an amazing performance.
I don't doubt that he would have been nominated even if he had not died. Would he have won?
All I'm saying, if Spider-Man really wants to campaign for this, campaign Dafoe for Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was fantastic.
Yeah. How about Marissa Tomei for supporting actress? Because the Academy loves her. She used to be head of the SAG.
She won for The Wrestler. She got Best Supporting Actress.
Fucking My Cousin Vinny for some fucking reason.
Well, she's great in that movie.
Best Actress?
Supporting Actress, I thought.
Still.
Wow.
Best Supporting Actress level?
Again, I want to make it clear these are kind of pointless awards anyways, but any Hoosiers. But, for the sake of debate, I want to talk about this in just the context of, okay, so we have Spider-Man campaigning to be Best Picture, and then this past week we find out that Marvel is pushing all of their shit that they put out. They're pushing Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi I could totally see legitimate, yeah.
I don't know. The one that infuriates me is Eternals.
Yeah.
Because Eternals was my least favorite Marvel movie.
Me too.
And I think the reason is that movie has an air of a little bit of pretentiousness to it. And it's not I don't think the movie itself is saying that, but I think it's been marketed as that. You know what I mean? And to then say that, do you think this is Oscar caliber?
No.
Is silly. And I think the only reason a lot of these companies do this is so they can get a potential second run in a theater run. Because, have you noticed, when movies get nominated for Best Picture, they run them in the theater again?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way that the only idea behind this campaign.
By the way, the Hollywood model of doing business and shit is fucking fucked. Just fucked.
Well, and the problem is that the whole ecosystem is changing, and I think HBO Max took a gamble that didn't really work out the numbers they wanted to in terms of new subscribers on the hybrid release model. So clearly there's still, and then you look at fucking Spider-Man, who's destroying the box office,
and toilets. He ate a turkey leg.
He did.
He did it. He totally did it.
And then you have this whole situation where it's, how do we make this work? Because unless you're getting new subscribers, how can you truly measure success of a movie? Because you look at Don't Look Up, that's doing phenomenal numbers for Netflix in terms of viewers. Like they said that it's the most viewed thing on Netflix right now, and it's hundreds of hours worldwide or whatever. But what does that mean, dollars and cents?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I think you're right, because Hollywood hasn't really adapted to this new era of viewing movies.
When you look at how movie theaters have to charge me $5 for a bottle of water so that they can afford to bring these movies to them, That's fucked, man. Movie studios should be begging theaters to play their movies. It shouldn't be the other way around. It should not be fucking movie theaters going, we scrounged up enough money to pay for Spider-Man. Oh, we raised it 10,000.
See, here's and that's the thing.
That's bullshit.
And we shouldn't have this situation where studios are trying to get movies nominated.
Yeah.
To
fuck the nomination.
But
yeah.
by doing that, they think they can get a longer theater run or an extra theater run. Where we're in a reality where the movie landscape has changed.
Oh yeah.
And we talked about this earlier in the show when we talked about the possibility of Shang-Chi and Venom being delayed again. And we talked about that COVID has forced a change in this business. And they kind of need each because I'm wondering if the FTC would get involved, because if movie theaters start to get eliminated because of the streaming, then we're going to have a situation where these streaming services aren't going to have a lot of exclusive licensing, because then we're going to turn into what we had originally, where it was Warner Brother theaters and they would only show those movies.
Yep.
This is a Sony, or this is whatever. And the FTC stepped in and said, no, you have to show every movie at these theaters, every movie that you can possibly, fill your screens with. And so I'm thinking that you know what I mean? So that means that theaters can't go away, because if theaters go away, then you're not going to have exclusive deals. So I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work.
Way above my pay grade. I just know that people that made up the model of that our economy is based on were fucking batshit insane. Probably rich and probably not very forward thinking.
Yeah. So I think it's an interesting ploy. I don't think Marvel has a chance. I think that
I honestly
none of the movies that they put out.
I could see again, like I was talking about at the beginning of this, like I feel like I'm biased as a comic book fan, because yes, I think No Way Home was the best movie I've seen in a while. I would totally nominate it for Best Picture, and no, I don't think I would be mad if it won.
I don't either.
But I'm a comic book fan.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of the movie had me jizzing. Wait a second, they might show up. Okay. And then they did. Man, can you imagine how much
What's
came
better
out?
than Spider-Man? More Spider-Man.
Oh! Good thing I brought some tissues to the theater.
Wow.
What the fuck are you doing in the theater?
Why is Tyler single? Like how you immediately cut this out. And honestly, this conversation can lead us into the second topic, because I think it also plays into this. So we found out earlier this week, Morbius has been delayed again, folks.
The previews look fine. What's the problem?
COVID concerns.
That
Omicron. But
really?
Yeah. That is my guess. They're being hush about it. Exactly. Some people are saying they're adding extra scenes, reshoots. I don't think so.
Let me be clear.
This movie's been done for 2 years.
I wasn't saying like really, as incredulousness at the Omicron spreading. I'm not one of those fucking morons. See, let me just say something real quick. A little quick aside. The other day, yesterday, on Facebook, Governor Reynolds, our governor, posted that she proclaimed a public health emergency. And then, like 2 posts later, she said that she was going to fight back against the Biden administration's mask. And it was like, those don't make sense. And on the one where she said public health emergency, I was like, aren't you against mask mandates? And now, to me, it's pretty clear that I'm criticizing her. I had a whole bunch of fucking weird-ass people going like, yeah, you tell her. And I'm like, I don't think you
did not get
you
the
don't
context
understand who I am at all.
No.
I am
and the COVID thing is really the truth. Fine. That doesn't.
No, I'm saying like I am not one of. I'm not a fucking moron.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying. But here's the thing about this movie, and this is why I pose this question in terms of streaming and theater releases and how we perceive movies now. The movie was originally set to come out July 31st, 2020. Obviously, COVID changed that. Then it was delayed until March 2021. Then they changed their minds on that. And then Venom got delayed. And so that got shuffled around. So originally, because Venom was going to be September 24th. And then Morbius was going to be in October. That got changed because Venom got pushed to October. So then this movie got pushed to January 21st of this year, and then it got moved to January 28th. And now it's delayed until April 1st. Just put the fucking movie up on streaming. I'm sorry, because this reminds me so much of the New Mutants.
Yeah.
And it's the same. And look.
Which turned out to be a pretty fucking good movie.
It was okay.
When I finally saw it.
It was all right.
But it took 6 years to get it to anywhere?
Yeah. But that's the thing, is this movie has been delayed so many times. I don't think you're going to find an audience. First of all, I didn't think you were going to find that big of an audience anyway.
Nope.
But second of all, now it's really bad when this movie was supposed to come out.
They're trying to cash in on the new Spider-Mania.
By the time this movie comes out, it will have been delayed. It would have been, it should have been released 2 years.
2.5 years.
No, almost 2 years because it was 2020. But almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, fuck that.
So how is anybody going to give a fuck?
I'm not giving a fuck.
So put it up on streaming.
I'm not giving a fuck.
You could even do what fucking Trolls 3 did when or Trolls 2 or whatever fucking number those Trolls movies are.
Yeah.
But that movie still released during the pandemic, but you had to rent it, and it was one of those things where you rent it for it's like $15, but you can watch it as much as you want for 48 hours. Or
yeah, I remember that.
You can do that on Amazon. You can do that other places.
There was one movie that I did that with. Go ahead. Keep it.
My point is, you're not going to make that much money on this thing. I just think it's time to just take your losses and put it on streaming. And if that means renegotiating the contract with the actors and all that shit, figure it out.
Fucking do it.
Because
also,
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to go see this movie in theaters. We're probably not going to review this movie because when it comes out in theaters. Because one, my baby's going to be coming, so I'm not going to say, "Hey, honey, can you try and delay this pregnancy a couple days so I can watch this stupid movie?"
Fair little shout out here. If we get to that and I'm bored, I might go see it and do a solo review like you did with what was the movie? You did a solo one.
I did a Halloween Kills.
Yeah. Maybe do that.
Maybe
that'll give you a week off so you can concentrate on your baby.
I think I might be able to see Doctor Strange in theaters. We'll see how that goes. But
I got my fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'm honestly lost all excitement for this movie. I had a little bit. I was like the first trailer that came out for it.
Yeah.
Back in 2020, I think. Or maybe late 2019. I was like, "Oh, that seems interesting."
Yeah.
And now we're so far in, I'm like, I just don't care. And they pull this trick of which universe is it in? Because there's an image of the Spider-Man. It's like, oh my god, just fucking. Who cares? You're just trying to get me excited. Because I don't.
You're trying to get excited without touching my dick, and that ain't right.
Well, I just don't know what Sony's gonna achieve with this, because they're still gonna go through with this idea of doing a Sinister Six with no Spider-Man. Like what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they gonna bring in Andrew Garfield? Like, what are we doing? Because clearly,
what are you even doing?
Because clearly, you're trying to say Tom Holland's thing is in the MCU is separate from what you're doing in the Sonyverse. So,
let me ask you a question.
What's going at?
Let me ask you a question, comic book movie nerd. Let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question.
You and I are both fans of the original Raimi trilogy. We're not super big fans of the Garfield. The two Garfield movies.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
In an alternate universe where Marvel never sells the rights to Spider-Man to Sony, we probably don't have the Raimi trilogy, and we probably don't have the two Garfield movies, which means we probably don't have No Way Home.
But I'm just saying.
I'm saying that I would love to be able to go back in time and tell Marvel, don't fucking do it, because you'll never get it back. And they probably knew that when they sold it. But
Spider-Man's too big of a property to not have licensing to that. Funny story about Spider-Man and Sony is that's why the Spider-Man games are exclusive to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Sucks for Xbox people, but It is what it is.
That's another dumb thing about. Yeah, I mean,
Side story.
Well, it is. It is kind of stupid. Like, I mean, you're a young kid and you really want to play a game, and you probably know which platform it goes on, but you want to play another game and you can't unless you buy both. Fuck that shit. That is too expensive, man. I shouldn't have to buy two. You got two platforms.
I do.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
When I do upgrade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get both because I want both.
Probably.
Because let me tell you, when you have both, it feels like you are a god. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good time.
No, I think that it goes back to that conversation we had earlier of just the idea that this is kind of changing. And I know that it might not generate the same numbers you would anticipate from a box office, but because there is that ticket price and Netflix and HBO Max, like there's always the difference in that. But
yeah, when you get down to like,
I think we're getting to a part where
the accounting practices of movie studios, it's like fucking good luck, man. I don't know.
You have to figure out your budget, your marketing budget, your.
There's a way. Do you know what the producer's movie is about? Or
they thought they could put on the most ridiculous. It was like they're trying to put on the worst play because of taxes or something. Like
right. They're literally trying.
Springtime
there's a way.
What was it? Springtime with
for Hitler.
Yeah.
There's a way that you can put up money for a Broadway show, or used to be able to do this, and make more money if the show gets canceled than if the show goes on.
Well, it's like when we were talking about the.
How the fuck does that work in any normal world?
Well,
that's stupid.
Like when
it's probably insurance.
Yeah, but like we were talking about with Justice League.
Yeah.
When Justice League came out, they made sure they had to. It wasn't ready, but they're like, we have to release it on this in 2017 to get the tax money for it. So they didn't really care how bad it was. It said 2 hours, got to come out on this date. That's it. And it's like that is why that movie sucks because it was.
Because it was
mashed together different parts, and they're like, we gotta put this out.
Somebody in charge of the money got in charge of the creativity.
Yeah.
That's why movies always end up sucking, is because some asshole bean counter in the office somewhere is like, well, and then he fucking sticks his fucking douchey fucking finger into the fucking production and then just fucking messes with shit. And why? Because he's thinking about the bottom line.
Because it's his money.
Right, he's thinking about the bottom line.
Well,
that's fine. That's fair.
Have you heard the story that Kevin Smith talks about with Superman Lives? Where he got the opportunity to write a Superman story.
Oh, the Tim Burton thing?
Well, yeah, it was going to be directed by Tim Burton.
Yeah.
There was a documentary about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he did, when he used to do an evening with Kevin Smith stuff.
Yeah.
He talked about it. And I think it was John Peters is the name of the producer.
Yeah, that sounds right.
He talked about he used to be fucking Barbra Streisand's hairdresser, and then somehow got into this, whatever. But he was talking about how the producer John Peters would go in and say, I want this, this, and this in the movie. And it's like what you're talking about, where he has his little fucking fingerprints on it, and it makes it. It's like, look, you are a producer, put up the money. Take care of legal stuff. Make sure everything's good to go. That's your job.
That's
the writers will write it. The directors will direct it.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let them do their job. And you know what? The most successful movies are when the producer understands their role and doesn't overstep and lets the director tell the story they want to tell. And sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes the director gets full creative control and it's dog shit.
Yeah.
But then you know what? It's on the director, not on you, the producer.
Yes. Although you probably will lose some money.
But every time, that Fantastic Four reboot, all the fucking Amazing Spider-Man stuff, the Justice League, all of those things were so bad because of the studio involvement.
Marlon Wayans was cast in the third Batman movie to be Robin.
Dude, we are going to go on such a fucking...
No, he was cast in Batman Returns. With the Penguin and what's her name? Keaton's last one.
Well, and
but he never, his part was cut out. Okay, he was going to show up as this guy named the Kid or whatever. Anyway, but the point is, movies are so fucked up in terms of accounting that he still, to this day, receives residual checks whenever that movie's played because of the contract he signed.
Well, that also says about Tim Burton because he was going to have a black Robin and a black Two-Face because Billy D plays Harvey Dent and he wanted him to be his Two-Face.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. I would have loved to see that. Billy D as Two-Face, he would have killed it. Anyway, but yeah, and sure it goes the other way, but I think this whole situation at Sony with still going through with, I think they're at the time being still going through with a Kraven the Hunter. With Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven, which I'm like, oh my God, why?
What?
I don't think he's a bad actor. He could probably pull it off.
Did you see him in Tenet?
He's also
Have you seen Tenet yet?
he's MCU's Quicksilver.
Yes, he is.
No, I haven't.
I didn't even know it was him in Tenet until I watched the credits.
No, and I know he's a good actor, but like for me, my brain pictured a different Kraven, and I'll give him a chance. But and again, he's a good enough actor. I think he could pull it off. But I don't want to see a Kraven movie though. I would love to see Kraven's Last Hunt, but I don't want to see a fucking Kraven movie. I don't care about Kraven. That's the thing. I don't care about these characters outside of Spider-Man. Venom is probably the only exception where I think Venom can maybe work on his own. Yeah. But like Morbius, Kraven, all this shit, I don't care. Yeah. I just don't care with them outside of Spider-Man. And that's why I still don't think this idea works. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Morbius is good and awesome. I never want a movie to be bad. That's cool. But then I go, but what are we going to do? Is it going to, like, because is Venom going to meet Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man? Or are we going to just say this is Sony's Spider-Man, that's Marvel's Spider-Man? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know.
That's what I'm confused about. So that's why I want to see this movie. Fuck Morbius.
Fuck Morbius.
Fuck it sideways.
Right in the butt.
Yeah, keep going.
All right. Yeah. Well, baby.
What?
Baby. Baby. Yep.
The dog is so confused right now.
Yep.
Let's talk about The Flash.
Let's do it.
Switch it. We haven't talked about DC in a while.
Yeah, because there's nothing to talk about. Well,
it's true. We had
fucking schmucks.
We had 8 properties to talk about last year. We had 4 TV shows, 4 movies from Marvel. What are you doing, DC?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's not true. I need to watch Doom Patrol and shit.
WW84 was in 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah. Dude, these years blend together anymore.
Yeah.
So let's talk about The Flash. So there's some early rumors coming out that's saying, because we already know this movie's going to be a Flashpoint, right?
Yeah, which I think is a bad idea, but whatever.
Well, they're saying that this, rumors are saying that this Flash will completely erase the Snyderverse. So what that means is they're going to get rid of Cavill and they're going to get rid of Batfleck. And Ben Affleck has come out and said that he is this is his last time being Batman. He will not do it anymore.
He's also talked about that the Justice League movie experience was horrible.
Yeah, and that's what turned him off to being Batman.
Which sucks because, to be really honest, he was probably he honestly is probably my favorite Batman.
He had such a cool look. He had such a cool...
He had the fucking exhausted, like, superhero... Like, he just had that... The way he carried himself was just perfect. You know, just like, God damn, I still gotta do this shit. But he was still loving it. He was just older, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked him a lot. Affleck gets shit on a lot.
Well, Affleck was also dealing with a lot in that time with his alcoholism and his relationship. So he kind of... I can understand why he doesn't want to talk about that movie as much and probably thinks it was a horrible experience for him.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I don't necessarily hate this idea of DC just saying start over. I don't hate it because I think they need to acknowledge the mistakes and learn from it and try again. But here's the way, because they do it in comic books all the time. And I also look at it this way. If you really love those Snyderverse movies, they're not going anywhere. You can still watch them.
Yep. Watch them as many times as your fucking dumbass will allow.
So what do you think about the idea of the Flash restarting everything?
Whatever. My thing is that I really hesitate when they start using, like, really... I feel like you should... I don't know. I hesitate when, you know, Venom came out like a year before Maximum Carnage, the video game for the SNES. Or not Venom, Carnage did. And all of a sudden he's in a video game already. And I'm like, that's weird.
Well, Venom was in a video game, like, pretty quick too.
Yeah, I mean, it happens that quick, and
Well,
it's like, okay.
yeah, because that's I get what you're saying. That symbiote trend of the '90s like took off. Like
No.
as soon as Venom was successful, it kind of just went crazy.
Now, granted, Flashpoint, we've heard about the Flash movie for what, 10 years now? For fuck's sake,
Feels like
Jesus
because they were talking about
Christ.
this like in 2016.
Yeah. So already, I kind of don't care. I kind of don't.
It's the Morbius effect.
Really, and then if you're still trying to tie me into this shit, man, I just got to tell you, dude, you really fucked the pooch on all this, man. You just those Snyderverse movies aren't going anywhere, just like Jake said. If you want to enjoy this movie and you want to get rid of those, that's fine. You know what? I'll take Cavill in the MCU. I'll take Cavill as Captain Britain, dude.
But that's the thing. I don't want to lose Cavill as Superman. I don't mind Batfleck leaving, but then here's the situation you also put yourself in. We already know there's going to be an Aquaman sequel.
Yeah.
We already know that Wonder Woman's getting a third movie.
Yes.
So you can't
exactly.
you can't get rid of Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
You're not going to get rid of Ezra Miller because he's the star of your fucking movie, The Flash.
Duh.
So it kind of puts you in a weird situation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all the storytelling elements are just so fucked for the DCEU, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
You guys just fucked it all.
You guys fucked it.
No. Look, they started correctly. You have the Man of Steel, okay? But then your follow-up to that is Batman v Super. You fucking idiots. You fucked it. You fucked it from the beginning. Now you're trying to fucking... You're trying to do whatever you can to salvage this fucking dumpster fire.
I think Batman versus Superman would have benefited from
a solo Batman movie.
Solo Batman movie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Maybe even a solo Wonder Woman movie before.
I don't mind Batman killing. I don't mind Batman being the absolutist that he is in BVS.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do that, I need to see a movie that pushes him to that part.
Yes.
I need to see Robin dying because you already alluded to that we've got Jason Todd Robin that's killed in this universe. I need to see him die because then that shows me why Batman is full on psychopath.
Yeah.
And yeah, that
just
would have been
piss poor, man. And the thing is,
and you're right, because of that they've been instead of trying to focus on making their universe work, they've been chasing Marvel. And quite frankly, Marvel doesn't give two fucks about DC because they're in their own league now.
Oh, dude, literally. I mean, they have one guy in charge.
What we said this last week.
That has been the reason why MCU has done so much better.
We said this last week with Star Wars even. Same thing. One guy in charge. It was Kevin Feige's running that thing. Mm-hmm. That's why it's worked. Why does every sports league
Star Wars hasn't worked?
Why does every sports league survive? Because yes, they have groups of owners, but they have a commissioner to enforce the mandates.
Yes.
This is who we are.
That's why college football is fucked.
Yes, it's the Wild
You're
West.
welcome.
But that's the same thing. Kevin Feige's the GM. Kevin Feige's the owner. He's the commissioner. Whatever you want to call it, he's running it.
Give that title for Star Wars to either Favreau or Filoni.
It's got to be Filoni at this point, right?
Take Kathleen Kennedy and retire her. She's like 97 or some shit.
I disagree because unless
I think she had a lot to do with how that fucking sequel trilogy got fucked over.
Maybe
she was looking at the bottom line.
But I think lately she's done what we just said earlier about being a producer and just staying out of the way.
That's true.
She has done that a lot.
That's true. But you do need
I think that Star Wars...
You do need like a franchise runner, though.
You're right.
Like Feige.
Well, I do think...
And DC has had like 4 of them.
Well, and now...
First it was Snyder, and no... Fucking... You fucking guys had Christopher fucking Nolan!
He would never have done it.
How the fuck did you fuck that up?
He didn't want to make any more.
Make it worth his fucking while. We will fucking bankroll every batshit insane movie you have for the rest of your batshit insane life. But you gotta fix this, dude. Help us, please.
I think that the Flash.
God, you fucking
I think
idiots.
the Flash will be a good reset, though.
I hope so.
And
that's, that's a good way to reset.
Here's the question. Here's the question I have. When it comes to how this is going to work narratively, you've already confirmed that...
hang on. It's not. So go ahead.
Well, they've confirmed Keaton's going to be in the Batgirl movie. Which hear me out. I got a pitch for you, which I think what they're gonna do.
Just stop, DC.
Well, the
Yes,
Batgirl
go
movie, the Batgirl movie is gonna be an HBO Max movie.
Good. I mean, good.
Which
I guess.
Blue Beetle, by the way, I forgot.
That looks cool.
That got moved. It's not going to be an HBO Max movie. It's going to be a theater release, which is cool. Why are you upset about this? This is better for the movie.
I'm just tired of DC just fucking this up. It's.
I think they're
DC.
I don't think they're fucking it up. I think they're going in the right direction, personally.
Okay, yeah. For now, after many years, yes, it seems like they're going in the right, in the better direction.
In the right direction to clean up the mess.
But right now, dude, Warner Brothers and DC, you guys could fuck up a wet dream. Okay, all right.
Well, now they got the merger coming with Discovery.
Oh fuck.
So who knows who's running at DC at this
Now
point?
every fucking DC movie, every DC superhero movie is going to include a. Did you know that soil in the South is more nutrient rich than in the North? Discovery.
What? I don't even know.
What's going on?
Well, anyway.
What?
You know,
No, they'll have like a information.
why is this bit still going?
Because I can't stop.
You can't stop the
I
bit
just can't
once it's
get
in
enough.
motion. No, I do. I understand what you're saying. You're a jaded lover because you care about the. I know you tend to lean more on the Marvel side of things, but just because you like Marvel stories a little bit more doesn't mean you don't like DC books. And, you like that's the thing. We both love Marvel and DC.
Give me a Booster Gold and Blue Beetle buddy cop movie. Oh my god, yes. And fucking J.M. DeMatteis and Keith Giffen write it.
But that's the thing, Tyler. It's a much better situation if there's a good, strong DC competition to Marvel, because competition only makes these products better.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And like you said earlier, they are moving in the right direction. It seems better than they were, for sure.
But it is confusing to some normies who are going to watch this,
Yeah.
because I think what Marvel has done fairly well is introduce a lot of comic book complex, silly ideas, but do it in a way that works for a mainstream audience.
Yep.
DC has not done as much hand-holding, I feel like, and I think DC has done more of the leaning into the comic book stuff without really explaining it, which I think can work, but there's some things you're going to have to explain. Like, I read a ton of DC. I still don't know what the fuck a mother box is. It's just a boom tube thing.
It's a computer.
I know what it is, but you know what I mean? Like, there's even in the comic books, they're super vague about what mother boxes can really do.
Yeah.
Like, well, it can teleport you. Well, it can turn Cyborg into Cyborg, but it can also do.
What's it called in a movie?
It's a MacGuffin.
Yes. They've never described exactly what a mother box can do, because some writer someday might be like, "What if it can do this?"
Right. The mother boxes are kind of, and everything with Apocalypse and Doomsday and all that, and the New Gods, like Kirby wrote it in a way that was vague enough that you could kind of manipulate it into whatever you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what the mother box is.
Yeah. The mother box is whatever the fuck a writer wants it to be,
exactly.
probably.
But see, like concepts like that, like the Infinity Gems and shit like that, I think were introduced in such a smart way in the Marvel movies, and easy for people that, even me who never read a ton of cosmic shit, I was enough to pick it up.
Yeah.
And I think DC has to do that in these new movies. But while they're trying to do that, they're also trying to do this really complex idea of, by the way, Marvel's right, there is a multiverse, we have those too. But
yeah, like why? Yeah,
it's just the timing of it. If this movie, and maybe COVID played a factor in this, but if they could have, this is the second time. Now they did beat Marvel to having a female lead. That is something they did beat Marvel at, which is kind of sad because Marvel had I don't know,
Marvel. What the fuck?
like 8-year lead on them.
Dude.
But anyway,
Dude.
But they could, they were gonna have their first black lead with Cyborg, but they botched that, and Black Panther comes out.
Yep.
So I was thinking they could have released this sooner and been the first movie to introduce the multiverse idea. Instead,
why is it taking 9 fucking years to do this fucking movie?
I don't know what's going on.
Want to know why? Too many fucking cooks.
Wow.
How many producers has this gone through? How many directors has this gone
needless to
through?
say, you're excited at the idea that they could just kind of hit the reset button.
Yes, but I think it's going to be a steaming pile of shit. Any movie that oh my god, I don't even know why is it taking so long?
I don't know. So moving from this, shifting into the Batgirl movie that's coming to HBO Max. We talked about it with Fandom and all that stuff.
Yep.
Michael Keaton has been added to it.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Yep.
It's Batgirl Beyond.
Ooh, that's cool.
Wouldn't that be fucking
That would
rad?
be pretty cool, yeah.
I would be into that.
And then Michael Keaton will be the Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Some people were saying like maybe it's going to be Batgirl Beyond.
Michael Keaton's enjoying quite the career resurgence, isn't he?
What? Like he's kind of like he's going to be like their weird Nick Fury, his Batman. It's kind of just like shepherding all of this shit now.
He's in that show Dope Sick that I got to watch.
I did need to see that.
Yeah. And he was great in
He did an interview on
Spotlight.
This is how I know I'm an old guy already, and I'm not even 30. He did a really good interview on 60 Minutes a couple months ago.
I was talking about 60 Minutes upstairs.
But no, he
Sure.
did he's such an interesting character too, because he lives in Montana.
Mm.
He's got like this huge estate in Montana that he just gets away because he doesn't really like Hollywood that much. He's never really been a Hollywood guy. Like he likes being an actor,
Yeah.
entertaining people, and that was his thing, and that's why he became an actor. Is like he just wanted to entertain people, and he started with stand up. A lot of people forget that
Dude, he was a comedic actor for a decade easily.
Night Shift, one of his funniest performances, and he improvised most of that movie.
One of the most powerful movies I've ever seen when it comes to addiction and how it can wreck your life is Clean and Sober.
Yeah, that got him an Oscar nomination.
Have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
That guy fucking absolutely fucking
Oh, and he fucking crushes. He's also
crushes the performance.
he's in his 70s, and he's still in both the Marvel and DC universe because he's the Vulture, and he's fucking Batman.
Mm.
It's crazy.
Mr. Mom,
He's still
Multiplicity.
His performance in The Other Guys is one of the funniest, funniest fucking performances I've ever seen.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
We get
when he's
oh my god, I rewatched
Creep.
that on
I want you to creep.
I rewatched that movie on
Creep.
Thanksgiving.
Come on, are you doing that on purpose?
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
want you to creep.
Well, when he
Creep.
talks about he's in the Bed Bath & Beyond, he's like, we got a sick situation. We got a rapist who's other job. But if you do see that guy, eyes and ears open. I was laughing so fucking. And the part with the fighting between the cops in his office, he goes, "Hey, shake your dicks. This pissing contest is over." And then he stops and looks at them with like a reassuring look to himself, like, "That's a good line." Like, I'm really proud of that. Or the fucking part where they're at the funeral and they're quiet fighting, and he breaks it up.
Yes.
Hey, 2 good cops are dead, and you're out here fighting to see who's gonna be a hot shit. And then Wilbur, that's exactly what's going on. just seriously. And I'm excited that he's gonna be Batman again.
Yeah.
Did you hear the quote that he said when he put the suit back on? He goes, "It just felt right." And I was like, "How are you so fucking cool in your 70s, Michael Keaton? God damn it!" I don't know. He's never been my favorite Batman, but I think he's working his way into my
I've had more than
favorite.
one girlfriend tell me that Michael Keaton is a smoke show.
He's hot.
Yeah.
He's still in his 70s. He's a smoke show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Well, for you, as someone who saw the first Batman in
the theaters,
is it pretty excited to see that he's coming back to the character all these years later?
You know, yes and no.
Because honestly, my Batman has always kind of been Christian Bale because those Nolan movies came out when I was in high school.
I wasn't as at the time. I wasn't as in. How do I put this? I wasn't. I'm trying to think of how
You
to
were
put
too
this.
young to really give a shit.
Kind of, but not really. I mean, I remember very distinctly how pissed people were that Keaton got.
Yeah, because he was a comedic
Oh
actor.
God, yeah, people were pissed. And my brother, he made us all T-shirts. He hand drew T-shirts for each one of us. We all went down and we sat in line and we fucking went into the Englert, downtown Iowa City, and we watched it. And I remember it was really cool. And we hadn't seen anything like this since Superman,
Right.
Since I was a little kid.
This is the first time you're seeing Batman on the big screen.
Right, basically. And it was really cool. And we bought all the toys and stuff. I guess I don't know. It might be different when I see it on the screen. Like I didn't think I would have any emotional reaction to Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield in No Way Home.
Yeah.
But I fucking sure did,
yeah.
dude. Oh my! Even Garfield, which I didn't even like his that much, he fucking killed me, dude.
I think that's gonna.
He was awesome.
I think that's gonna happen with me for the Flash because I didn't have. I love Keaton's Batman, but I never really attached to it as much as when I was a kid because I had more of Kilmer and Clooney and Bale.
I guess, kind of.
So
I don't
to
know.
think about him doing that again, I think is what I'll probably have the same reaction. Like, oh my god, this is fucking so cool.
Yeah, I think it'll have to take it, me seeing it on screen and then being like, oh wow, that's fucking yeah. Because like I said, I didn't think I thought I would have some reaction to Maguire, but none to Garfield. I just thought it'd be like, oh, that's really cool. But I literally like got the feels.
Well, and I think I'm
so much, especially when he like redeemed himself.
Well, I think what it is it gives closure to his character, and I think with Keaton coming back, I think that'll be the same thing of being like we get to see more of this Batman because I always thought his Batman was
done,
compelling, and I would love to and he did an interview recently explaining why he said no to Batman Forever, but I do want to do a deep dive episode about all of the we were talking about Marlon Wayans earlier. I want all of those failed attempts at Batman sequels.
The idea,
because some of them are fucking bonkers, dude.
The idea that Burton wanted to do for the next one is pretty fucking cool.
Well, then there was one like with
Sounds
they were
cool.
going to introduce Scarecrow, like Dark Knight like the Batman Triumphant or some shit like that.
Did you see the Facebook post? Totally unrelated, but kind of, sort of. Did you see the Facebook post where somebody said they posted a picture of Bruce Campbell and said, "Please, please, please, let this be the Raimi-verse Doctor Strange."
Yeah,
groovy.
I'm telling you, if he's not in Multiverse of Madness, I will walk out of the fucking thing.
Right?
I will walk right out of it.
You better not cut that scene.
Or you know what would be
is.
even better is if we get a little shot of Tobey's Spider-Man again. Like, whoa, because Raimi did it. Man, I can't tell you how fucking ecstatic I am that he's back.
Yeah,
making a superhero movie.
What do you make of the rumors of? I've seen both rumors for both Maguire and Garfield doing new Spider-Man movies.
I don't think that's true.
No,
I think if they do a new Spider-Man,
it'll be Garfield.
It'll be Garfield, yeah.
Yeah, because Maguire's too old.
Which I think that they might be pushing to have. I think would be smart is to give Venom
finish the trilogy.
To give Venom his Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Make Andrew Garfield be Venom's Spider-Man. And be like, because he said I need to talk to this Peter Parker guy. He doesn't know which Peter Parker he needs to talk to. Just saying.
How cool? Check this out. Hear me out.
Well, hurry up.
You have one more Venom movie, and you have one more Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have like a Spider-Man Venom team-up movie.
The Carnage thing, but they already killed Carnage.
You
could do that. You could do that.
Do you think? That's 3 movies instead of 2 that you can make money off of. Sony.
All right, Tyler, let's wrap up this week's show.
Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up and throw away the key.
Wrap it up and throw away the key.
A little late to do.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey.
Are you done?
Look at that. The spider came up and just intercepted the whey.
Anyway.
That's a pick 6
Will you
for Oklahoma.
shut up, you stupid bitch?
You stupid batch.
You stupid
You
slut.
stupid batch.
Let's wrap up this week's episode. I know it's a little late to do this when this posts on January 10th.
Yeah,
but
fuck you. It's our show.
Yeah. You know what? You don't know.
You don't fucking know.
I could write a book about what you don't know.
I love how his like voice cracks in the middle there too. Like,
What?
my voice doesn't crack. I like that they understood that Skeletor was always a meme.
mm-hmm.
Always a meme. We talk about New Year's resolutions. Because look at my dog stretching. Oh, stretching, boy.
Oh.
We would have done this last week, but we said, you know what? Let's do the award show first.
Yeah, that's more important.
Yeah. But we're gonna wrap up this show instead of
The
doing
needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Exactly. It's collectivism. Instead of wrapping up the show with the Long Box and Jake Unlimited, I thought it'd be fun to do New Year's entertainment resolutions.
Ooh.
So what this could mean is that you're finally going to watch a TV show that somebody kept telling you to watch, or you're finally going to finish the video game that you never got to beat, or read the book you read, or combo, whatever. Point is, we're going to do realistic goals, because nobody ever fucking works out and does all that shit.
No.
So, Tyler, some New Year's entertainment resolutions. All starts, and this is my idea. I promised you this. I'll promise you this. I already have a couple episodes.
No more holes in the bottom of the popcorn buckets.
Yes. I get it. No means no, Tyler. I get it.
Thank God.
Every time we go to the movies,
Why
I'm
is the
like,
butter
"Hey,
so salty?
that's my bud. My butter and biscuit. I don't know. My penis.
I don't know. It's my dick.
I will finally watch The Wire in 2022.
Ooh! Holy shit! Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah!
Oh, what happened?
You knocked the mic over. All right. So I will watch The Wire and
Ooh.
The Sopranos in 2022. You don't really like Sopranos much?
I watched the first season. My a girlfriend in Denver had the first season on DVD, and I was unemployed, so I got really high and binged it like in 2 days.
Did you
And I was really into it.
Dude, that fucking theme song.
Woke up this morning, got myself a gun.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, you know what?
So yeah, I will.
I have a similar. I have a similar
committed
theme song.
to watching The Wire.
I'm
and
so excited
Sopranos.
for you. Are you gonna get Ashley to watch The Wire too, or
I've accepted this as a single person journey, and
okay?
because she's probably not gonna watch it.
I get it, but
Because I think there's just some things that she probably.
I
Because
hope.
I know there's child death and shit, and I'm like,
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's all sorts. I hope that you get into it enough, and I think you will, because it is I think you've seen that it's in a lot of top 10 like best TV shows.
yeah, everybody
of all
talks
time.
about how great it is.
Yeah. So I hope that you convince her, because
I'm
I
trying
really
to
want
go
to talk
in-
to you guys
I'm-
about it.
I'm just trying to go in
Mhm.
with the idea. No, she does not seem interested in it. I brought it up, and she's like,
That's
meh.
Fine.
But what I'm interested in to see if I can. The hard part is going to try to come in with an open mind, because so many people have talked about how great it is, and so you know what happens when people overhype something, and what
That's
like,
the
and
thing
I'm,
that
I'm worried
sucks.
like I'll
And
watch it,
I did nothing to help that.
and I'm worried that I'm going to watch it and be like, okay.
The thing that sucks is I mean, a lot of it is procedural, but the performances are so great. So if you're a fan of like watching good performances in a show
Yeah.
and compelling like drama,
I
then
just want to
you'll
watch
like
it for the dude saying shit.
He comes around. He pops up early on, but you don't see a lot of him
I
until like
forget
season
that actor's
3.
name, but that dude's funny.
Fuck, I know what it is.
But he does the best way to say shit.
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 Downtown Clay Davis. That's his character's name.
I watched the history of curse words on Netflix.
Yeah, you told me about that. He's
Yeah,
in
when
there.
he does the longest shit, and so he just goes, shit, and then they cut, and they do other things, and they come back, and he's still going, and I was like, well, clearly they just kept cutting.
So he had that catchphrase, and during this, I think it's either the 4th or the 5th season, but his character is really pissed at somebody, and he's talking to him, and he just goes, shit. And it's the longest one that he's ever done. And you've heard him do it a lot.
Yeah.
But you can tell like that he's so pissed because of how long he takes with this one. Like, because in sometimes he uses it like, shit, partner, you and me, we're going to be making some money, you know?
It's quick.
Yeah. But
Shit.
and he does use, but this one he's like shit, like it's just like wow, you are pissed. Okay, I
All
get
right.
you.
So for you, Tyler, what would be something that would be an entertainment New Year's resolution?
I want to watch Jupiter Ascending. That was
Is
a
that the
Wachowski.
Wachowski?
Yeah. And the reason why I want to is because I finally did see Cloud Atlas, and it blew my fucking mind.
I've never actually sat down.
The
to watch that one.
whitewashing aspects of the makeup stuff and whatnot notwithstanding, it's a great fucking movie. It's fantastic. It's a long fucking movie. And I watched it on a Roku channel, which meant that every 5 minutes there was a commercial break. For fuck's sake, dude. And I'm just like,
I
well,
just
want to
know what's going
I
on
just want to know what the fuck's going on.
with Tom Hanks.
It's like
and all this
it's
shit.
like waiting for like the porn to load when you're like, you know what's about to happen.
It's like when you had
You
dial-up
just
internet.
want to see that dick go into the girl's mouth. You know,
and it takes 20 minutes to
it's
see
loading. You know,
some boobs. You're like, come on.
I might as well just take out the magazines.
I was just saying, might as well just use my imagination.
But I want to watch that because I know it got some bad. I'd like to see Valerian and the City of a Thousand Worlds or whatever, because that is based on a property that's fucking great.
I think that's but that one's Louis Besson.
Luc Besson.
Luc Besson.
And I might just watch it, for Clara Delevingne's eyebrows, because those are fantastic, man.
Did you see the one that wore the shirt that said "Peg the Patriarchy" at the Met Gala? I think she's the actress that did that.
Probably. She's weird.
I mean, it's hard not to think about it when they wear "Peg the Patriarchy" on their shirt.
Strange. But I would like to see those two movies. And then one show that I would like to start watching. No, I'm gonna watch my normal shows and whatnot. But as far as entertainment resolutions, I am going to put out my EP by the end of this year. By the end of this month, I made a bet with Jake that if he doesn't read this my book by the end of this year, I got to publish it regardless. And I am excited. Excuse me. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm gassing.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna burp right in the mic.
I'm gonna barf.
If I'm gonna burp on you, I'm gonna burp on you.
I'm excited because I'm also going to be putting out my second full length this summer, and every day it gets better and better with my attitude around the project and ideas coming out of my head. It's going to be this is going to be my Dark Side of the Moon. This is going to be your
magnum opus,
mellow gold. This is going to be my white album.
It's funny you say that because I'm currently working on my magnum opus.
Bullshit.
I'm just kidding.
You can't do it at the same time as I am.
No, there is a project I'm working on, but it's not coming out anytime soon. It's just something I do on my spare time.
Yeah.
Because I kind of looked at it as the thing of like, unless there's something that I really need to get done and focus my free time to, I can kind of just, have fun with it and take my time with it. Because I think too many times I like to put release dates on things so I have a due date to have things done. But there's also some things. I
made a mistake for that on my album.
But there's a lot of time, and I did too, because I felt like the album that I released, the first one that I released, I feel like it felt a little rushed. Whereas the second album I think is better because I had more time to kind of develop them. And so, other than the audio podcast, or scripted podcast, that we'll be working on.
Yeah, we'll be doing that too.
That's going to be my main focus, and I'm excited about that, and that's going to be coming out in 2022. Of course, as I just said, I do not want to put a release date on it until I know for sure it's ready to go.
Sometime this summer.
Sometime this year.
Sometimes in the summer.
Yeah. So, Tyler, we got to write these down. I'm going to watch The Wire and The Sopranos. And I'm going to add in another one of I'm going to read your book.
I'm going to watch...
Because I promised you I'd read your book, and I will read your book.
Thanks, man. I'm going to watch Big Mouth.
You know what we should do? We should do an audio version of your book.
Oh.
Ah.
We'd have to have some women, though.
Yeah, because we have a female lead.
Yes.
Or you could read it and do a female voice.
Fuck you, man. Don't call me Christy. That's my girl voice.
That's your girl.
You know what?
No,
I gotta go get some tampons.
You be the main character.
Isn't that what girls say?
I'll be the guy that's clearly infatuated with you, but doesn't know how to express it, and we get into a fight all the time. Just tell her you want to fuck her, Gary. God damn it. If you read the book, you'd understand.
Yeah, which he hasn't.
Well, I've read like
He's read enough to know. He's read enough to be correct in the context.
I told it actually, I think I'm just gonna start over completely.
That's probably the best
because I don't remember where I left off. So I'm gonna start over completely. But there's definitely I talked to him after I read the first couple chapters, and I was like, I had some comments about some characters. He's like, you know what, dude, you need to read the rest of the book. You need to read like he gave me the writer response and being like, you don't know the context yet because you haven't fucking read the whole thing. And it's funny that you say that because I've done that to Ashley when I've had her read things that I wrote, and she's like, "Well, this doesn't." I was like, "Well, it'll make sense. Just give me a fucking."
Stop questioning.
We're so sensitive about our writing,
Dude, you've seen Funny Farm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't imagine anything worse than sitting with somebody and forcing them to read your shit.
Don't sit over their shoulder, man. That's weird.
Right?
I don't like doing that either.
No way is that my anniversary present. No, because you know what? That girl was hot and she was ready to bone. And you missed out on the boning, Chevy.
So,
good job.
my resolutions are those: The Wire, Sopranos. Read your book. What are yours?
Mine is I'd like to watch Big Mouth because I haven't seen it yet. And
I think it would be right up your alley because it's so
too.
fucking raunchy. It's so ridiculous.
Obviously the shows that I like, Righteous Gemstones and Peacemaker and
Fuck yeah, Peacemaker's
Book of
coming
Boba
out.
Fett are both all
Thursday.
coming out. Yep.
Gemstones is out already when this goes live.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming out tonight.
Fuck yeah.
We're recording on Sunday. It'll be out by the time this goes out.
Oh, cool.
I won't get to watch it until tomorrow
though. And then I'm gonna put out my albums and my book at the end of the year.
And I'm gonna make some podcasts that are scripted,
And we're gonna work on those together.
and we're gonna.
Together.
Oh my goodness, Cooper's doing the cutest thing ever right now.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to end the show. And Cooper rolled over to me and he said, "I looked at the payments."
$1 million, bitch.
And I said,
What?
and then he said,
Say what?
And then I said.
And that's it.